this is the arcade cabinet. What's your name and how'd you make this arcade cabinet?
My name is Lan Roed. Most people call me Lan.
How do you feel about that?
I like it a lot. I don't like the name Lan very much.
Yeah.
It's okay, but...
Did you feel any particular way about Kramer calling his house the Landing at one point?
Oh, I didn't even know he did that. That's cool.
That was his branding for his, because he'd throw all those parties.
Nice.
And he'd always call them landings.
That's cool. I don't have any kind of copyright on the 3 letters.
Did you do a lot of LAN parties as a kid?
I did. I think I did a couple, but I don't know. I like the local area connection or network.
Yeah. No.
Local area network. It kind of weirdly suits me.
Yeah.
You know?
Never even thought of that.
Yeah. It's that's not where it came from. My best friend in university just used to call me Lan. It was like a mashed version of my name, and it kind of weirdly stuck. And then I had used it on my Facebook because I didn't want to use my real name because it was back when the internet was we were scared of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then everybody started calling me Lan, and it's just I like it better, so it works out.
You built a cardboard. How would you describe this arcade cabinet?
It is around 7 foot tall cardboard sculpture that has the properties of a old style arcade cabinet. I think it's slightly thinner than an actual arcade cabinet, but it feels like the same height.
Yeah,
it feels like around the same. It's
it might be not quite as wide.
Yeah, not quite as wide, but it's just cardboard shapes cut out. I made a little scale model first, and then
what did you make that out of?
Just cardboard paper.
How big was the scale model?
It was teeny. It was 2 inches tall. Yeah.
Was that probably would be more difficult than a big one?
I didn't need to make it perfect, right? It was just kind of to try and figure out the idea in 3D space, and then I took some measurements from that, and then I kind of multiplied them and just made it. I don't have a real technical process.
Did you have a blueprint? Are there people who 3D print arcade cabinets that you could kind of steal from, or did you find any old Mortal Kombat specs and were okay, this is the...
There are people who do that. Mostly I just looked at pictures of old arcade cabinets to figure out what I liked about them and kind of make my own weird one. I kind of liked the ones that stuck out at the top and had this curvy thing that kind of comes down, but I wanted to look a little bit more older but different. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It really
reminds me of if you've been to PAX, those DigiPen arcade cabinets.
Yeah.
They put all their the graduating people in these arcade cabinets. It really reminds me of those. It's got that kind of
that's cool.
awning kind of quality. So did you decide for 7 feet?
Not really. It kind of just worked out that way. I knew once I took the measurements from the scale model, and 7 feet just kind of felt like a good number. This is, like I said earlier, just not the most technical process. I kind of just felt it out.
Kind of like alt games?
Kind of, yeah.
Just feeling it out.
Yeah, exactly.
So, is it reused cardboard?
Some of it, yeah. But because some of the cardboard needed to be structural and on the sides and stuff, it needed to be not super bent up. I did buy some cardboard from Staples.
Oh, okay.
It would have been nice if it could have been all reused, but I just because of time, I needed to find some cardboard that was structurally going to stay together.
And it's also tough because cardboard is often used because it can take a bit of a beating.
Yeah, definitely.
And so most used cardboard is a bit scrubbed up.
It's kind of, but there's definitely a lot of reused cardboard in there. And actually, one cool thing about it is it all comes apart with Velcro, because to get it here, it doesn't actually fit in a lot of cars. The back all comes out.
Yeah, even in a pickup truck, I think this
flat. It would be a challenge.
Would be a challenge.
Yeah, and this thing here, I can show you inside actually. This comes right out, and you can see the structural. They're triangles. Triangles are amazing.
So those are bamboo sticks?
Oh yeah, there's some bamboo sticks that I got from the dollar store that kind of just reinforce the back of it, like a spine, because everything kind of connects to this back piece. It needs to be really strong to support the whole thing. Yeah.
So of the reused cardboard, what was the cardboard used for in the past? Was it like IKEA boxes? That was my theory, is that you bought a cabinet and then were like, I don't want to throw out this cardboard, I want to make an arcade cabinet.
There was some of that. There was some IKEA cardboard that we had in storage. One of the pieces of cardboard that I got was kind of funny. I got it from Michael's. They just gave it to me free. And it used to be, it was for kids. It was like to buy your kids this like playhouse that was made out of cardboard. It was cardboard pieces that came in a cardboard box.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, just get them a box.
Yeah. I mean, well, not everybody knows how to make weird things out of cardboard, so I kind of get it. But like, it was still like, at least don't put it in a cardboard box. You could just like tie it up or something. I don't know. It seemed overpackaged.
And what's the logo?
Oh, the logo is for the festival, so it's for Comics Heart Games. Claris, one of the other co-organizers and co-curators, designed the logo. And then I just cut it out of cardboard and put tinfoil covering it so that it kind of is reflective. Actually looks really good in low light because...
Oh, yeah, I could imagine this. Yeah.
Just kind of like shines in your way.
So are you planning on bringing this to... Oh, interesting. The buttons aren't...
They're not
on.
Anything, yeah. There's like a little bit of a crunch at the end to get everything.
Was the arrow... the arrow, and I mean this in the best way, it looks like you've adapted to the situation with the arrow.
Yes.
So when did the arrow come into play?
That was yesterday morning. I was just finishing up, like I just draw the arrow and put it on here.
I thought maybe like you didn't think enough people were coming to the game section, and that you were like, we need an arrow on there.
Yeah, essentially the whole point of this arcade cabinet was to just draw attention to the fact that a games festival is happening at VanCaf this year, because all of the traffic is between these two rooms. I know I'm gesturing in an audio capacity is not helping, but it's
it's
just
in Roundhouse. Like if you come to the Roundhouse Community Center in Vancouver, you can relive.
Yeah.
It's like in between the gymnasium and the other thing.
Yeah. And then so you might not look down this hallway and notice the Games Festival. There's also, you can see a sign up, but the placement,
totally did
I know,
not
the
see
placement
that.
is just not, there's not enough contrast. That's okay. For next year, we'll figure something out for that.
Yeah, it's interesting because tinfoil works great for contrast on the arcade cabinet, which is made out of cardboard, but not against glass.
I thought that it would catch the light a bit more, but it's fine.
Even just
people are finding
if
us.
the less than 3, which is I assume supposed to be a heart.
Yeah.
If that was in red.
Actually, maybe I'll just quickly put some paper behind that. I don't know. Yeah.
It's nice. Yeah, it's like a very nice setup.
Thank you.
How did the games how'd you choose the games?
It was, we had 3 curators for the event, myself, Clara Sierran, and Maurice Grilla, and we just got together and talked about what we wanted to see. We wanted kind of an even mix between indies, experimental, and student games. So that meant that the space was really pretty limited. And we would have conversations about all the games and then get a big list, and then we would talk about how those games would show with each other, and then through those conversations come up with a final list, and then we reached out to everybody.
I have to say it's a very diverse group of games.
Yeah.
I was actually impressed because a lot of the shows, it's certain games show better.
Yeah.
Local multiplayer games always show better, and it's kind of you end up sometimes where it's nothing but local multiplayer games, which is fun, but not necessarily reflective of what people play on their spare time.
Totally.
Did you was it sectioned off? Did you kind of slot everything into certain categories, or did the categories kind of come out after you kind of received all the submissions?
It was kind of a mix. It wasn't a huge focus right from the start. It was just kind of something that kind of became apparent that it was in line with our values for what we wanted the event to be like. We definitely wanted it to be diverse, and we wanted to show people in Vancouver who might not even realize we have such a vibrant indie development or game development community, that there's a lot of different games that are made here. So it just kind of formed naturally out of that. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So thanks for being on the question bus.
Jeez. Yeah, thanks for having me.
What do you have anything you want to plug?
My game, maybe. Cribbage with Grandpas. It's available on the iOS and Android stores. It's exactly what it sounds like it is.
Is it playable at Bandcamp?
It is. Yeah, all the curators have a game showing in addition to all the amazing games at the festival.
And where can you play Cribbage with Grandpa?
Oh, on the iOS and Android stores. It's a premium title, no ads, one-time purchase. Yeah.
Yeah, well, thanks, and I hope you have a great rest of Bandcamp.
Yeah, thank you. This is awesome.